Unpopular opinion: C-sections are way harder mentally and physically than vaginal births. I'll explain what I mean after introduction. Welcome back to our series, Us versus Adulting. My name's Nidesha, and this is day 10. I mop my floor every week, but if I'm being honest, I rarely ever lift up this rug when I mop. Anyways, my unpopular opinion: I feel like so many people think C-sections are the easy way out. But for me, the whole experience was pretty traumatic, and the recovery was so much harder and longer than my other two births. Since I'm a professional yapper, I'll just tell y'all all about my birth stories. My first was in 2022. At 3 a.m., I felt my first contraction and had the absolute most intense back labor. Around 6:30 a.m., we headed to the hospital because contractions were really close. I was 4 centimeters when I got there. Around 5 centimeters, I got the epidural, but that slowed things down a lot. My nurse, Lexi, though, was the absolute best because my actual doctor was pushing so hard for me to get a C-section, I actually cried. I ended up being in labor for about 35 hours. 3 of those, I was trying to push him out. My second baby was born in 2023. When I was about 28 and a half weeks pregnant, I went to the bathroom at like 2:30 a.m. and saw a lot of blood. So we went to the hospital. Apparently, I had undiagnosed placenta previa, and so it was leaking, as well as my body was trying to go into labor. I took all the meds, but on the 5th day in the hospital, the day I was supposed to get discharged, I woke up at 4:30 a.m. to pee. When I got up out of the bed, I ended up peeing on myself. But when I looked down, it was blood. So we ended up doing a C-section at 29 weeks and 1 day. My boy was in the NICU for 47 days, and I thank God every day because he's perfect. My third baby was born 17 months after that. A successful VBAC. We went into labor around 11 p.m., midnight-ish, so we went to the hospital. I was only 3 centimeters when I got there, but instead of going home, we did a membrane sweep, and an hour later, I was admitted. Around 5 to 6 centimeters, I did get an epidural, but girl, it failed. It failed. I'm still so upset about that. So I was feeling my contractions on only one side of my body. So yes, I got a second epidural and it was amazing. I was actually sleeping when all the nurses came in and told me it was time to push. And 10 minutes later, he was out. So now that you know more about me than you probably cared to, please tell me about your birth story in the comments so I don't feel so awkward. Thank you. Peace.